guys, Sean G. Phillips with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. They're gonna go out, things come out, so things are on sale. It's always a tongue twister at the start of the video. Today though, new release-wise, the main big things coming out today, there's some really big things today, is Halloween Ends. And with that one, I know there's, I believe, an exclusive, a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook for that one. I don't know if there's any other exclusives for that one. Also though, the one that's really cool to see this one coming to stores is Terrifier 2. And that one has a number of different exclusives. I know online, on Amazon, they have an exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook. And then I saw that Wal-Mart's going to have an exclusive 4K Steelbook of the film, which is really cool, like a split down the middle image of like Art and the main character. Her character split down the middle. Really cool image for that one. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be in stores. I don't think it's like a Walmart exclusive. I've never seen them do anything like that. So that one should be in stores. It's probably going to sell pretty quick though. And I don't know if there's anything exclusive for it at Target or at at Best Buy. I don't know if Target's going to have it or not. We will see though. Also though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So stay tuned for those at the end of this video. And as always too, let me know what you guys thought of the DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks I reviewed. If you guys have seen them, what you guys thought of them, and also if you guys plan on picking any of them up. But anyway, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And I know it's not the movies anymore, but I always show this spot because it used to be the movies, and now it's all the books and stuff like that. But we will head over to the section, though. It's definitely a lot busier. People are still kind of returning stuff and stuff in here. It's not as bad, though, because I was here yesterday as well. But we will see, though, what they have out over here. Fingers crossed they have some things put out today, though, but we shall see. Well, guys, it's another one of those 0 Fs given days. Look, absolutely nothing out whatsoever. You can see the spots for it. Halloween Ends, you know, $27.99 for the Blu-ray. But other than that, though, I see Big Trip, the spot for that one for Big Trip 2. I don't see a spot for Terrifier 2, so I don't know if that's going to be in store in Targets or not, but definitely not a great job, though, putting the things out today, Target. Nothing out. But yeah, I don't know what it is with this particular Target. It's like always, like they say, taking the L. It's always taking the L, this location, continuously. I will say, though, I think I might be a little bit mixed up on all these different exclusives for Terrifier 2. So it looks like Amazon has an exclusive Blu-ray. Walmart has an exclusive Steelbook Blu-ray as well. So both of Amazon and Walmart have exclusive Blu-rays. But then it looks like I saw one that was like a split down the middle one, which I think is like a one that's an exclusive. That I don't think that the actual split down the middle, though, is a Steelbook aspect. I think it's a slipcover over the Steelbook I saw. And that one's at the one that's at Best Buy. Like I said, though, I don't know. I think I might be mixing it up, but I know there's a lot of different exclusives. But when I saw, I looked on the store locator for the one Best Buy. Looks like they have one in stock. So I'm probably going to go to the Walmart here and then go to that one next so I can at least see that in store before it sells out and stuff. Because I feel like it's going to be one of those things that goes pretty quick, though. So we shall see. But I am going to go to the Walmart here first, though, because it comes first. So we'll see what they have there, though. Into Walmart we go. I ended up going on Blu-ray.com and kind of looking to see, you know, what the exclusives were to kind of get everything straight. So yes, there is a Walmart exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook, and then there is an Amazon exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook. So I guess they're both exactly the same images on them, Steelbook-wise, but it's kind of weird, though, that one would be Walmart and one would be Amazon, but they look the same. I don't know. And then Best Buy has the exclusive 4K Steelbook one for that one. So so there's 3 different exclusives. I don't think there's anything exclusive-wise, though, at Target. But I have not peeked yet, so we're going to head back here and see, you know, what they have. They still have all the TVs out from Black Friday still here, but, oh, it's not looking good. Look. Oh, it's like nothing was put out. Look, they didn't put anything today. They forgot it was Tuesday. So poor Michael Myers has been put away, and we don't get to see any Art the Clown. Luckily enough, I'm going to another location, though, but what a pain, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Walmart, you know what I mean? Come on. It's like, but yep, they couldn't do it. Oh, well, you know, all we can do is sigh and complain. There's nothing else to do about it. It's just like, it is what it is, I guess, but we will go to another location and stuff, but just a pain that they didn't put that out. But yeah, nothing. Like I said, they don't even have the spots switched out for what it is either. Nope, not at all. But we will go to the other one, though. And worst case, if that one doesn't have it out, we'll go to one more as well, though, because to make sure we can see this stuff today. Into Best Buy we go. And like I was saying, though, I did the store locator, and it looks like this location has one of the Steelbooks in there. And I really wanted to be sure to, I wanted to see it in person, too. So fingers crossed, hopefully it's still available in here. I think one of the other locations around here, too, looked like they had one available as well. But we shall see if it's still here. I checked about 30 minutes or so ago. Well, we're going to head back now and see. I see some people in this section, though, so I don't know. They might be grabbing it. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully it's even out on the shelves and stuff, because that's the one thing too, is so often I've like seen things not put out on the shelves. Let's see, so far right here I'm not seeing anything new. Check here on the side, nothing new right here. I see something like getting ready to grab something. Let's see. Oh no, so I do see. Oh, so it's not so it wasn't a Steelbook. I was wrong about this. It's the 4K. It has a slipcover on it, so that's what it was. I was mixing this all up. So then the Best Buy exclusive one is the one that had basically the only way to get the 4K is at Best Buy, and it has this cool slipcover on it. It's split down the center. This would be really cool as a Steelbook. I'm surprised they didn't do it as a Steelbook for this image. And then Amazon and then Walmart have Steelbook versions. This is one thing I wanted to mention to you guys too. This cover, it's so similar to Human Centipede 3. I can't believe it. Like when I first saw this, I kept looking at it going, what is this reminding me of? But guys, definitely look up the poster for Human Centipede 3. It is so similar. It is like insane how it's like totally I mean, I think they lifted the Human Centipede 3 image for that one. It's really, really weird. This one though is $22.99 for that one. I don't see any more though of the Steelbooks left. But then they have $27.99 for Halloween Ends, and then $22.99 for the Blu-ray. Let's see, anything else different here. I actually got a copy on Blu-ray to review, but I might actually get the 4K as well, and I like this slipcover of it as well. I really like this movie and want to support the film too, because like I said, it's really cool to see like a extremely indie movie like this getting this kind of a release. And to me, for basically as somebody that's making, indie films as well, and I don't know, it's just a very cool thing to see, and it just shows, it kind of inspires me to do bigger with what I've been doing and everything too. Let's see though, anything else different here today new wise. Amsterdam, that was last week or the week before, but no, I don't see anything else here. Let's see, anything else new mixed in here. The Star Trek Discovery, that was like I think last week. Yeah, I think all these other ones were the last couple weeks. Let's check just in case there's anything else randomly mixed in over here. But no, don't see anything else different. But yeah, I had a feeling though that one would sell out quickly though, the Halloween Ends Steelbook for that one. And I also did check, before I came in to see, store locator, and it showed none with a 250-mile radius around for that. So that definitely sold really quick. So sorry guys if I got your hopes up saying this was going to be a Steelbook. I don't know why I thought it was a Steelbook, but if you guys agree though, let me know that this should definitely have been a Steelbook though of this image though. It would be very, very cool. But yeah, that seems to be all the main new things here today though that I see. And it's kind of like a rare sight in here. There's actually like a line to check out in here. Like I don't think I've been in Best Buy in a long time that I've been like getting anything where there's like a line. So there's definitely like more people in here today though. I think it's because of like returns and stuff too though. But yeah, I ended up picking up, like I said, the Terrifier 2 4K. I did get the Blu-ray one from them to review, but I really wanted the 4K. I like this slipcover on it as well. And like I said, would be a cool Steelbook. I was very surprised that it wasn't, honestly, because it's a very, very cool image on this one. But now gonna head though to the other Walmart, and fingers crossed, hopefully that one has this stuff out. If not though, I will go to another one because I do want to see the Steelbook for this one, in store as well too, and also see if there's anything exclusive for Halloween, because there might have been something there as well. Well, we shall see. Into the second Walmart we go. Well, taking a look in here today, though, it's like there's not a lot of stuff stocked at all. They do have Terrifier 2 on DVD here, so it's really cool to see the DVD out here. I don't see anything Steelbook-wise, though, for the Blu-ray Steelbook for that one. I don't see anything Blu-ray. None of the Halloweens are out. So, yeah, none of those were put out at all today. So it's definitely one of those days when not a lot of stuff has been put out. Over here, though, this is all the same stuff. I do see a couple things over here, though, newer ones. I haven't seen these ones anywhere, like this one, Lamborghini. This one was $13.99 for that one. And then one of the other ones today was this one called the Lair. If you guys have seen this one, though, let me know how this is, if this one's worth picking up or not. I believe there is a Blu-ray for it as well. That one is, it seems like a weird price for that one, $17.81. I feel like that's probably wrong. I don't know. And then they have Dragon Fury, this one that came out, I believe, today as well. Other than that, though, I don't think there's anything else new here as far as I can tell. Oh, that one, that Frozen front, that might be a newer one too. Let's see, anything else right here, though? No, it's so weird, though, that they did not put out, though, the Halloween one. It's weird that that's not out. And then no Blu-ray or anything for Terrifier. Like I said, I might go to one other Walmart, though. There's one other one in this area that I can go to a little bit further down and see. Maybe they'll have something else at it, because one of the other ones that I can think of too doesn't usually stock much of anything. So I feel like there's one other option to see any of the other releases today for Walmart wise that I can think of. So now we're going to head over to the other Walmart to see in case they have the Terrifier 2 Steelbook. Also, there is another Best Buy here, so just in case by chance they actually end up having another one of the Halloween 4Ks out, that came out today. I keep on messing up with the title of the new one. I think it's Halloween Kills, or is it Halloween? I think it's Halloween Ends is the newest one, or the last one in this series. But we'll see just by chance if they have any of the 4K Steelbooks left in there. Like I said, I looked online and it showed none within a 200-mile radius. But the thing is, a lot of times when I've used that thing before, it's been wrong. So you never can always trust that, because sometimes too, if they only have one in the store, then it shows it's not in stock. At least that's what I remember them telling me. So we shall see. But first we'll head into Walmart, and fingers crossed, hopefully we'll see the Terrifier out here on Blu-ray and not just the DVD one. So especially the Steelbook one. So we shall see, though. Yeah, well, looking over here, it's not looking good for anything new being out. Look, guys, it's like everything in here, it's all strewn about everywhere, like sort of like a tornado came in, and like they don't have any of the new stuff. They don't even have stuff from like last week. I don't see any of the things out in here. And I remember this one too, like they lock everything too. And then let's see in here if there's anything even newer in here. Like, no. Yeah, see, they don't even have any of the other like smaller like indie things that have come out or anything like that. So no. Definitely let me know, guys, though, if you saw Terrifier, the Steelbook, the Blu-ray Steelbook one at your Walmart, though. Let me know for sure, though, guys. But yeah, what a pain. But yeah, definitely nothing here. We are still going to go to that other Target over here, and we will go to the Best Buy that's next door and see what they have there, though. Into the second Best Buy we go. Yeah, definitely nothing else in there, though. There's actually somebody in there as well, like asking about the Halloween Steelbook, and they're like, oh no, there's none around here. We don't see any in the system. So yeah, a lot of people are going out for that one. And I also didn't see any more of the Terrifier 2 4K. So it looks like all those ones had sold at that location, at least as far as I could tell, because I didn't see them in the spot for that one. So I think I'm just going to go to one more Target, because I mentioned I was going to try to see one to see if at least that one has anything out in the shelves. So go to one more Target, and that'll be the last place today, though. Into the second Target we go. Well, I will say in this Target, I did find one of these rare ones. It just came out, the Squishmallow one. This Caparine one. They make so many different variations of this, but this is the Target one. So I did find that one in here. So that was definitely a good find. It's very, very big though. But yeah, that was a good find in here though, because the store usually gets like 2 or 3 of them tops. So definitely good to find this one. So we'll see though, movie-wise, anything else in here though. Well, in here though, I do see Halloween Ends, and that one's $27.99 for the 4K, $27.99. It's the same price for Blu-ray or the 4K. I guess that's the wrong thing on there. But when it comes to Terrifier 2, I don't see that one anywhere. I do see a spot for, Big Trip 2. But yeah, let me know though if your location of Target did have Terrifier 2 out. But anyway, though, guys, I ended up getting that one in there, the rare find in there. But yeah, it really is. These things are totally impossible to find. So when you find them, do not pass them up, especially the Bigfoot ones. People like those cow ones. I don't know about the cows. This one, I like this really strange, weird character. But definitely have too many of these damn Bigfoots. But I do have like a movie concept idea with like characters like this that I've been thinking of too. So something I might want to do in the future. But anyway, though, guys, let me know what you ended up picking up today on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. If you ended up picking up anything, let me know if you saw Terrifier, though, out in Target, or if you saw the Steelbook in Walmart, which I'm supposed to be there, from what I can tell, unless I'm getting everything all mixed up, and there is no Walmart Steelbook. But on Blu-ray.com, I was seeing it showing Walmart and Amazon, so I don't know. Let me know, though, guys, like I said, what you guys picked up. Also, let me know what you guys saw of the DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4K, the 4Ks I reviewed at the end of this video. Anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate. It's a movie here called Pray for the Devil. And this one's the 4K Ultra HD edition, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy of the film. This is a very, very creepy movie. This is basically, though, about a nun who is an exorcist. One of the first nuns that basically knows how to do exorcisms. She ends up getting trained by this one priest who does the exorcisms. And basically, though, it's something that does not happen. Like, the idea of a nun being able to do exorcisms and stuff like that does not happen. And basically, though, this takes place at the school where they kind of teach the exorcisms to the priests and stuff like that. So, like, and basically, though, it deals with the nun, and she kind of basically starts to believe that this one girl is possessed with this basically the same kind of evil entity that possessed her own mother years back. So it's this whole thing where she really wants to get rid of this evil spirit and kind of like does what she can to get rid of it. It's a really creepy movie and a different concept too. Like I said, there's been so many like exorcism type films, but not one of this kind of caliber where it's with a female nun. This one has Virgina Madsen is in the movie as well. Like I said, though, this one has on here feature-wise, so a commentary track on here, by the director and the main actress. It has on here some featurettes on here, the first read through of the screenplay on here as well. The next one here, this one is from Universal, and I also have the trilogy version to show you guys as well. So this is available two different ways. You guys can get the standalone version of the movie, and there's also the Halloween trilogy, which has all three of the films together: Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends all together. There's also a version of this edition as well on 4K. And I think would probably be like a DVD version as well, but I know for sure there's a Blu-ray version and a 4K one. But I wanted to show you guys, though, this edition, though. Here's a look, though, inside as well. It has the digital copies, and then each movie is on its own disc as well, though, for you guys who are wondering about that as well. And then, but when it comes, though, for Halloween Ends, now I will say, though, there's been a lot of, like, mixed opinions on this movie. Like, I have heard a lot of people, like, being really negative about this and everything. And I will say, though, I definitely give, the director credit for going in such a different direction with this, where it was such a different movie. It's almost like to the point where everything felt different. Like the granddaughter felt, she played, the role was played differently. The characters seemed different than the other movies. And it was basically, though, the concept is, without saying a ton of stuff, it's essentially, though, about, Jamie Lee Curtis's character's granddaughter. And she meets this guy that she likes. And you see in the beginning of the movie, though, he's like babysitting this kid, and the kid like locks him in a he's like, the kid's like a prankster and locks the kid, who's like the babysitter, in the closet, and they're on the top floor, and the kid is trying, the kid that gets locked in there is trying to get out. The babysitter, he pushes out through the door, and then accidentally, when the kid is standing by the door holding it shut, falls over the banister, breaks his neck, and dies. And basically, though, it's for one reason or another, he gets kind of blamed for being the murderer, and like they blame, like, almost by the parents looking at like he killed this kid, and because of that, he gets kind of looked at in this bad way. And then basically, though, Jamie Lee Curtis's character's granddaughter, she meets him, and it's just kind of funny the way they wrote her character. It was like she was the only other word for it was thirsty. She was so thirsty for this guy that it was just, I've never seen a movie in so long where they wrote a woman where she met somebody that she liked, and it was just so thirsty and so like direct and like, I'm in love with him. It was like, but it was so fast. It was so quickly it got to that point that it was just like, that was the only thing that was kind of funny about the whole thing. I will say, too, there's a group of 4 bad kids in this movie that are like the bullies. And what's hilarious to me about the bullies is the bullies were supposed to be like teenagers, like 16, 17 years old. And the guy that's getting bullied is like in his 20s. So it's like kind of funny to me. It was like these kids like bullying this guy that's definitely a lot older than them, too. I can say, though, did I like this movie? Honestly, I kind of did. Did I love this movie? No, not at all. But is it watchable? Yes. Did I like it better? Honestly, a little bit better than the last Halloween, than Halloween Kills. I loved Halloween. I still love Rob Zombie's better, though. I'm not going to lie. I like Rob Zombie's better. But, his renditions of these movies. But I did like Halloween. I did. And David Gordon Green, if you know his movies, he's much more of an art film director before these movies. And he also does really weird stuff that I like Vice Principals. So he does cool stuff too with casting. He casts a lot of local actors that are not actors, or people that he discovers in the town and stuff. And that I like that aspect. There was stuff I liked in here. Not a lot of Michael Myers in here, though. A lot of people have said that. It's more about this kid and everything. Without saying a ton, is it worth watching? Yes, it's definitely worth watching. Does it feel at all like the other two movies? Like it's even connected in any way? Not whatsoever. And I don't know. I can't figure out the disjointedness of why it doesn't feel like it's connected to these other movies and why the characters feel so different. Almost like written different. I don't know how to explain it, but still worth watching. I still enjoyed it. It's not horrific or anything like that. Like I said, I would probably look at it again, and it would be a better movie if it was called something else. I feel like this is what happens every time with the third movie in the Halloween series. We didn't get to see Rob Zombie's third one. That didn't get to happen. But, Halloween 3, it went in a different direction, which I really liked, Season of the Witch. But this is the same thing. It goes in a different direction. It has on here, though, deleted and extended scenes. It also has the behind the scenes talking to Jamie Lee Curtis, about being the final girl, the ending of on here, and some other featurettes on the film as well. The other one here is from Warner Bros. I want to let you guys know this one's available. They sent over a free copy of this one, and this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy of the film Black Adam. And this is basically, though, about Black Adam, the character of Black Adam, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who ends up basically kind of imprisoned away for all this time, and then he ends up, after 5,000 years, being unleashed, and it's basically him and kind of like, going after those that kind of had locked him away. It's a fun movie. I know it's another one that kind of has had some mixed reviews and stuff like that, but I thought this was a very, very fun movie. This one has on here, though, the history of Black Adam, and also I feel like Black Adam's a character that I didn't know a ton about before this movie. I don't know if there's going to be another one, though, from what I've heard. And then there's other ones on here like Black Adam, a new type of action hero. Costumes make the hero featurette as well on this one. The next one here, this is a lot of editions of this movie available. Cinedigm sent me over this one. This is the standard Blu-ray, but then there's also at Best Buy, a 4K. At Walmart, they have a Steelbook. I'm definitely going to be, this is the Tuesday video. I'm filming this on Monday night, so I don't know yet what they have. I haven't got to look yet, but you know now at this point in the video if the stuff was out and what they had in the stores. But this here is Terrifier 2, which to me is a very inspiring movie as well, because this was a crowdfunded film. If you guys know, the films that I've been directing have all been crowdfunded as well. So just to see a crowdfunded film to get such an incredible release in theaters and everything, it just, to me, just really puts more of a fire under my arse to kind of really, really push it with what I'm doing and to go for as big of a release as I can with the projects coming up. So, and I don't know, it definitely inspires me quite a bit just to see, because this basically, like I said, the first movie was made for like $70,000. This one was made for $250,000. And like I said, I have not worked with $250,000. I worked with $100,000. So I haven't gotten to that level yet, but I definitely will get to that level in the next year or two, with the projects and stuff like that. So it definitely inspires me, though, just to see kind of, what there is. And basically, though, the thing that's so cool too about this particular movie was seeing this in theaters. This was definitely the goriest movie I ever saw in theaters in my entire life, because it was released uncensored, unrated, and very ballsy of Cinedigm. And that was what's so cool. Cinedigm too is definitely my favorite distributor after this, because they have serious balls to release this movie uncensored, to not change anything with it. Because that's the thing too, is I feel like if Blumhouse takes over this property, like if a bigger distributor says we want to produce the third film, I feel like it would get censored. But I do have this strange feeling that the third movie is going to have an incredible name actor in it. I'm just imagining like somebody really big in it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just like I have this strange suspicion that somebody like Nicolas Cage is going to be like, I'd like to be in the third movie. I don't know, but I'm putting that out there to see if he pops up in the third one. But if you guys don't know the film, it's basically about this evil, deranged clown who's basically, he plays it like kind of like a mute, the actor that plays him. I always mix up his name. It's David Howard Thornton. I always say David Thornton Howard by mistake, but David Howard Thornton. And basically he plays Art the Clown, a statistic clown that's going, and basically it's just kind of like all about these insane murder scenes that he does of killing these people, and it follows around this one girl who's going to this Halloween party, and she's kind of the main, kind of the person that he's kind of set his eyes on, kind of taunting her and her friends and stuff like that. And it's just basically the most insane kill scenes you've ever seen. I would say my favorite kill scene in here was probably, at least the whole sequence I really liked, was the Halloween store sequence. I thought the actor who was in that scene was a really great actor. I thought that was a great scene. I really liked the other kill one, without saying too much. I didn't like the bad one, though, that people talk about, because that was a little much for me. That was the only kill in this one that was, like, too much to watch. I was just like, that was too much. I just felt bad for that girl, and it's, like, more than the other ones. It was just, like, really just so much, that particular one. I'm like, I personally have, sometimes it's hard to watch, like, movies that have, like, a lot of violence to women. There was definitely a lot of that, though. It gave me, like, the kind of Martyrs kind of feel a little bit, but still, great movie. It's just great to see the kind of release that this has gotten. This has on here, though, behind the scenes on here. It's weird, though. There's a mix-up, though, with this, because it says behind the scenes and extended Boo Crew interviews, and I think that they kind of reversed them on the disc, because the Boo Crew interviews seem more like it was the 15-minute thing, and then I don't know, because there's 35 minutes of behind the scenes. There's great behind the scenes stuff too on here. There's a director's commentary as well as fan art on this one here as well. And the next one I got here is from Vinegar Syndrome, and this is one, I have been waiting for this one to come out and get a Blu-ray release or anything above a DVD release for years. And it's like, and the thing that's so exciting about this edition is it's available on, it's a Blu-ray, a 4K combo, this one. But what also is so exciting is it's an uncensored version of the movie that I didn't even know that ever existed. And it is so biting, this edition, you know, this uncensored cut of the movie. I suggest everybody that's a fan of this movie to buy this, to watch this cut of the movie. It's definitely worth watching. And this is the film Freeway, which is, I would say, one of my top favorite films, probably in the top 30 films of all time. When I think, too, of amazing performances, I think of Kiefer Sutherland in this. And the thing about Kiefer Sutherland is you don't think of him as amazing performances all the time. You think of him as, like, kind of generic-y type things, and, like, and some, especially in the most recent years. But there was a period of time when Kiefer Sutherland was doing incredible work. Freeway, The Vanishing, you know, of course, Lost Boys, but Freeway and The Vanishing were incredible performances. And I don't know why we're not getting more Kiefer Sutherland performances like that. People need to cast Kiefer Sutherland playing oddballs, weirdos, deviates, murderers, people like that. He can do it so well, and he's so creepy in this movie. Like I said, guys, if you've not seen this movie, do yourself a favor and watch this damn movie. And basically, though, it's about Reese Witherspoon's character, who's kind of running away. She's like having all these problems at home. Her mother is a drug addict and all sorts of problems. It's kind of like the Little Red Riding Hood, that story, a sense. It's kind of based on that. And she ends up leaving to get away. And then she ends up, hitching a ride and gets picked up by Kiefer Sutherland's character, who's this terrible, deviant murderer. And basically, though, you guys seen the movie, when she gets picked up by him, he kind of has these these conversations with her that are demented and really inappropriate and prying into her life. And the thing is, like, it's crazy. What we've seen before of that conversation was cut to hell. I mean, like, it's crazy. When you see this version on here, the conversation is so twisted and so much more like, whoa, that it's like, it totally, I bet Kiefer was pissed back in the day, because it messed his performance up to a degree, because he wasn't reacting to the right pieces of Reese Witherspoon's reactions, because the way it was cut, he would react to the wrong piece. But when you see it uncut, it reacts way differently, and is way more close on his face for some of the shots. They hold on it longer. Watch this, guys. But basically, though, she comes across him, and basically what she ends up, this is the beginning of the movie, though. She ends up shooting him because she discovers how bad he is, and then she ends up finding herself in prison. It's kind of what happens from there, but amazing movie. Danny Elfman does the music in it. The director of this movie, though, I wish he would come back and do something again. I don't think he's done anything in a while. He did this other movie with what was the other movie that he did? He did a couple other things, though. But I think it was one with, didn't he do, I can't remember what the other one was, but I know there's another movie that he did as well. But this one has on here, though, like I said, the uncut version of the movie. It has a bunch of different featurettes on here, an interview on here with the director, Matthew Bright, has an interview on here, a guy that I know pretty well, Brad Wyman, who produced this movie. I've known him for like 13 years. It has on here, though, interview on here with actor Wolfgang Bodsen on here, interview on here with Robert Peters, interview on here with Lana Carell and Monica Lacey, archival interview on here with the composer Danny Elfman on here, behind the scenes footage, so lots and lots of stuff on here. And like I said, it includes the Blu-ray and the 4K of the film. But do yourself a favor, guys, pick this one up, 100% worth checking out. And the next one I got here is from Vinegar Syndrome as well. And this is a really cool release here of the film Roadhouse, which stars Patrick Swayze. Really love the brand new artwork on this one here as well. I really like this movie. This is a really big title for Vinegar Syndrome as well. Here's a look inside, and it's in like a slipcover edition here. So I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that's in here. So here's like when it comes off like this. And then it has the, you know, the 4K version and then the Blu-ray version, the special features disc. And if you guys haven't seen this movie, it's basically, though, about Patrick Swayze's character. And he ends up, you know, working at this bar. And it's kind of like the bar has all these kind of problems and these guys like nearby trying to cause all these issues with it. And it's kind of him dealing with all these issues and trying to kind of defend this bar. I always like this movie a lot. This one has on here, though, like I said, the 4K version of the movie. It has on here a commentary track on here with filmmakers. Is that a new commentary track, or when is that from? Let's see. It has a commentary track with fans Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. I'm not sure when that was recorded. It has an interview on here with a stunt actor and stuntman. It has a brand new one here for the stunt coordinator. Interview on here with actress Laura Lee Kasdan. Interview with Roger Hillert. Let's see some of the other stuff on here. Archival featurettes, archival interviews, Remembering Patrick Swayze featurette as well on this one. Here's, like I said, I showed the disc for this one. And then also, though, there is a booklet in here which has some pictures from the movie, stuff about the production here as well. But a really great movie and some really great, like I said, great edition here of the film from Vinegar Syndrome. Here's a look, though, at the back as well of the bar as well. But I really like this movie, so great release. The other one here, this is a cool set here. This is Homegrown Horrors Volume 2. These are like, you know, lower budget, like micro budget, lesser seen, you know, horror films. The one in here, though, I know really well. It has 3 different ones. It has Hanging Heart, Moonstalker, and Dead Girls. Moonstalker is the one that I know really well because I remember getting the DVD of that one years back, and it was like in this really strange thin case. That was like made out of like a paper case. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. But this was kind of like a strange, like, cowboy kind of like people out telling these tales getting killed by this guy. It was kind of a cool movie. I remember liking this. Like I said, Moonstalker. This has it newly restored in 4K from 16mm camera negative. Has a commentary track on here. It has a commentary track on here with The Hysteria Continues, which those are always great. They do great commentaries on here. It has an archival making of documentary on here. It has a brand new making of documentary as well with interviews with the cast and crew on this one. The other one in here is Dead Girls. That one has a brand new 4K scan from the original 16mm negative. It has a commentary track on here with the director. And this one too, this is Dennis Devine, which is really cool. Dennis Devine, I've worked on some movies that he's done. Like he did Camp Blood 8. He directed that one. And he did Things 4 or 5. I can't remember, honestly, but I've worked with Dennis a lot throughout the years. So that was really cool. He's been doing stuff for a long time. This was from 1990. But this has a commentary track on here, as was an interview on here with Steve Jarvis. Commentary with Steve Jarvis as well. Hysteria Continues commentary track on here. Still Gallery. And then the other one here was Hanging Heart. And that one here has a newly restored in 4K from its original 35mm camera negative. Has an interview on here with the director, interview on here with the producer, interview on here with the actress Ingrid Void. Music is Where the Heart Is, an interview on here with the composer, theatrical trailer on here, and a still gallery on this one. So like I said, a really cool collection here. The other one I just want to let you guys know that was available as well. This is from Alternate Innocence. Is one here called Dressed in Blue. And this one here has Return to Palace, Dressed in Blue at 40, conversation about the trans cinema with film historian Elizabeth Parshall, trans film critics Juan Berman as well on this one. And then it also has a new theatrical trailer and other trailers for other alternate innocent releases as well. The next one's here. Now these ones you guys can get from Retroexploitation. I'll have a link below where you guys can get them. And I have the Blu-ray and the DVD to show you guys. And this is one that I'm in as well. This is the film Night of the Zomghouls. I kind of prefer the DVD cover. I'm not opening this one because I want to leave. I always like to have like a double of stuff I'm in and I leave one sealed. So this is the DVD edition of the film. This is a movie that I did, acted in and helped, shoot and stuff like that. So like if you guys watch the movie, like the birthday party scenes, I helped do a lot of the shooting on those in this movie, like those scenes in this one. Basically, though, this is a movie about a girl who's going to this kind of a Chuck E. Cheese type place for her birthday, and basically though the creatures that are like called the Zomghouls, that are the robots, all kind of get possessed by this murderer that breaks into place in the middle of the night and possesses them, and basically they run havoc and killing the people at the Chuck E. Cheese type place. And basically my character is the boss, like the manager of the place and stuff like that. And it has James Duvall's in the movie from Donnie Darko. Sadie Katz is in the film from, I can't remember what Wrong Turn movie she was in, but she was in the film that I directed, Woods Witch, as well. And then Mike Ferguson is in the movie as well. But fun film. Like I said, want to let you guys know that these ones were available. Like I said, you guys can see me in the film. They didn't put me on the bottom, though, but it is what it is. The other one is one I want to let you guys know that was available. This one here is from Second Sight Films. And this is the UK release here of the film Tangerine. And this is, directed by Sean Baker. And the writer of the film, though, Chris Birch, I think I'm always saying his last name wrong, but he's a really nice guy. I've met him so many times throughout the years. I interviewed him and talked to him in some videos. Hopefully at some point too I can get him to come out and like do like a little cameo in one of the movies I've done, because he's a really nice guy, and met him a number of times throughout the years. And he also wrote Florida Project, and he wrote the other film what was it? Red Rocket recently that Simon Rex stars in. I really like his stuff. Really, like I said, really nice guy. And, Sean, so he writes with Sean Baker as well. And this is a great movie here. Like I said, one of the guys on this one was available in this limited edition. This is in the hardbound case. Now, on here, feature-wise, I want to kind of go through what's on here. There's a commentary track on here. It has on here, though, interview on here with the brand new interview on here with the director. Has on here hilarious interview with actor Mayo Taylor. Has an interview on here with Michael Hagan. And Josh Sussman, too, that I know is in the film as well. Let's see, that has a give this a shot, a new interview on here with producer Darren Dean on here. It has on here a new interview with Chris. So Chris is interviewed on here as well. So that's really cool. He gets interviewed. There's also a new interview on here with Kat Ellinger as well. And I'll show you guys a look inside. There's also these lobby cards in here to show you guys too for the film. Here's a look at the lobby cards for the movie, for the characters and stuff like that. And then here's a look at the booklet for the movie as well. But a really, really cool release here. Like I said, just want to let you guys know that this one was available now from Second Sight Films, and this is the UK release of the film Tangerine. And the last ones here are ones I want to let you guys know that were available, and these ones were all from Mondo Macabro. And the one I have to cover over so no one says anything on the bottom. But it's 3 different ones here. This one is called A Haunted Turkish Bathhouse. And this one has the brand new 2K scan from the film negative, digitally restored with Patrick Maxons. Let's see on here. Let's see. So it's on here. Trailers on here. Exclusive new cover art on here as well. The other one here is House of Terrors. And this one has the brand new 2K transfer from the film negative, digitally restored on here. It has on here a commentary track on here, as well as a trailer. It has the exclusive new cover art as well. And the last one here as well is one called In the Folds of Flesh. And this one is newly restored in 2K. It also has on here a commentary track on here from Sam Dejin, as well as trailers, and it has English and Italian language audio options on this one. And this one has, does it say the language options on this one? It has English and Japanese subtitles on here, and I believe it's in Japanese for this one. And this one has English and Japanese subtitles. So I think this is in Japanese as well, I believe. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoyed these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe.